Good morning, dear student. Today we will teach about what is spectra and what kinds are spectra we have to study in our daily life. The spectroscopy term comes out is simple. A white light beam is splitted in many colors. This is called spectra. The spectroscopy, the first time the Newton detected that when a light beam passes through a prism, then after diffraction, it split in many color and corresponding to each color have a particular wavelength, and this phenomena is called spectro. So after that, okay, there are the mainly we divided the spectro. There are the two type spectro. First is emission spectro and second is absorption spectro. Emission spectro is nothing but then, for example, as here given, a prism is produce a spectrum of white light, so it is a spectrum of emission type because here the white light is emitted by any source which may be any candles, a bulb, each and everything. So now second term is absorption spectro. The absorption spectro mean of that when a white light passes through any medium, then it have, for example, if 0 to infinity wavelength of 0 to infinity wavelength of light, then what will be happen from here when it passes through this medium, then some particular wavelength of lambda m is absorbed by this medium. As a result of this, the passing spectrum which has dark line. For example, if this is the white light comes here and it's a prism that contains any particular matter which absorbs yellow color, or we can say that the wavelength corresponding to yellow color, then in outer side we have this spectrum. There the yellow line will be termed in black. So here let me see, yeah, that's good. Here this is a dark line will be produced at here because this substance absorb particular type of wavelength. As a result of this, a special wavelength is absorbed by medium, so there is absence in spectrum, and as the result of this there is no wavelength of this special lambda m. So there are the two type of spectrum. One is emission spectrum and second is absorption spectrum. Emission spectrum and absorption spectrum may be divided into further three categories: electronic spectra, atomic spectra, and molecular spectra. Like this, it will be same: atomic, electronic, and molecular. So what is the mean of electronic spectra? The electronic spectra means that, for example, if I have high hydrogen atom and here a electron is revolves, and if you give energy, then it will go higher class here, and when it will jump from second class to one class, then it will emit a photon. This is called electronic spectra, and sometimes it called atomic spectra. The means of nothing but same. Second is the difference between the molecular spectra and electronic or atomic spectra is that in this case we are not interested in particular a atom, we are interested in a molecules. So there is the spectrum which is produced by, for example, if we have a molecules HCl, then what will be, due to their bonding between C and L, this will be vibrate here and here. So H and Cl has a vibration, and as a result of this there will be different type of energy. As the result of this, they will absorb energy and comes into the vibrations, or other way we can say that they will emit energy. So as a result of this, the spectrum is produced, which is called the molecular spectrum. So this is the basic concept of spectroscopy. There are the mainly two type of spectrum: emission and absorption. And emission and absorptions may be further divided in the two or three categories: atomic or molecules. And due to energy, there are the three conditions come in the atom or molecules. First is that the electrons goes from low level to high level energy, or it is a emission spectra, then there will be electrons comes from higher classes to lower classes. The second is due to this energy, the molecules will have the vibrations. Due to this there are change in vibration level, they will show a spectrum for particular vibrations. And third is due to energy, the molecules and atoms are start to rotate, so they also have a rotational spectrum. So we can further divide it into three category: electronic spectra, vibrations, and rotationals. In next lecture we will discuss about what is the electronic spectra. For till, thanks, see you again.